Alright, we will be taking phone calls for this part of the segment of the show. I know there's a lot more we can actually cover with Kingdom Builders here. If you want to explain to our viewers about your partnership, your nonprofit partnership, how you established that, and where you see yourself in the future as well.
We are right now affiliated with Wings of Faith Christian Fellowship out of Grayson, Kentucky. They are our covering, and they have a 501c3. We work with several churches in our community in Scioto County, and also in Michigan. We've got quite a few churches, and a couple in Missouri. We've got individual sponsors that partner with us also, as well as the churches. And now we're partnering with pastors in other countries. We've got one pastor in particular that we work with on a regular basis in Jamaica, and one that we work with regularly in Uganda. But the one in Uganda has several pastors throughout Africa that he works with. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting to meet all of those pastors in all the different countries.
If people want to learn more about your ministry, let's throw out your website right now, if you want to share that.
Okay. It's Kingdom Builders, INTL, at webs.com. And you guys have been doing that website for us, and they're doing a tremendous job. I love it.
Well, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, here's what I can kind of visualize what maybe you would want, and
it's great.
You said
it
worked.
Great.
So
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's since we haven't got any callers yet, let's continue. Share some more stories about like how the Lord has done miracles and wonders on your missions trips to Jamaica.
Okay. In Jamaica, I'm trying to think of a miracle there. I don't know if we've had any miracles there.
Claudia?
We've had...
That's Haiti. I'm thinking Haiti.
Oh, yeah, Claudia's Haiti. We've had a lot of miracles in Haiti. We're just getting started in Jamaica, so we haven't seen the miracles, but just the connections there. I've started... what my absolute favorite thing to do, no matter where I go, in Jamaica, I love to talk with the Rastafarians.
Y'all money.
I really do. I love them. I love their hearts, and I just like talking to them about Jesus. And they welcome that. I've heard so many bad stories, and it's like, I don't see that. I just come with the love of Christ in me, and that's how I reach out. And, they tell me what they believe, and I tell them what I believe, and I'll let God do the rest. So, I've got phone numbers, and they want me to call when I come back, and they want to talk more. Mm-hmm. So, God's really opening those doors in Jamaica.
You just got to show yourself friendly and be a friend first.
I think so. Be like Christ. That's what he did.
I was talking to someone the other day. I was talking to Kevin McCullough when I called in on his radio show, and he's been to Jamaica, and he sponsors in Haiti, and I wanted to see, he describes it as the light in their eyes. You can walk down a street, you can tell who's a witch doctor, or who's a Christian or who's not a Christian, just by the way they behave themselves in a 5 to 25 minute period. You're able to tell by how they carry themselves. Not necessarily, if they have a bad mouth, but not even having to open their mouth, you can tell the difference. Are you able to see that? Because he said the witch doctors and all these different people said, I know who's a Christian by the light and the fire in their eyes.
I can now. When I first moved there, after with my spiritual walk with the Lord, he's, increased my discernment and my sight and everything. But when I first moved there, I couldn't tell because they look like everyone else, unless it was, a voodoo parade or something like that when they dressed up. But the rest of the time they dress like everyone else, and you can't tell the difference.
what memorable moments do you have of Uganda?
Oh my gosh, the one that really stands out in my mind, like when you just said that, there was we went to the children's ward at the hospital in Kampala, and was just praying with the sick, and I was just drawn to this little boy, and his lips were all cracked and swollen, and he was skin and bones, had a really high fever, and I just began, asking questions, and he had ended up there because someone had hit him with a stick. Well, that stick caused a cut, and it got infected. At the point that I found him, saw him in the hospital, his kidneys were shutting down from the infection, and he was severely dehydrated. And it was just one of those times when it's like, we've got to get this child water, we've got to get IVs. He was not getting any medication. He didn't have IVs, and I was so frustrated, and I just wanted to choke the doctor. But there's just that lack of caring. The doctor didn't care. The mother was trying to tell him that the boy couldn't swallow the pills because his throat was so sore. Well, there's liquid antibiotics. But he was so close to death at that point, and I just began to pray with him, and just crying on the Lord, heal him, heal him, heal him. And I was just expecting him to just jump right up out of the bed, and be healed that instant. And he wasn't, and I was so devastated. And it's like, God, am I doing something wrong? Why am I not walking like the disciples? Why isn't he healed instantly? Why can't I be like Peter and my shadow fall on him and him be healed? And, I wasn't understanding, and, just really crying out to the Lord, and I couldn't get this little boy off my mind. And I came home, and I left everything, all the money that I had, I left with the pastor that we worked with there, and I said, do what you can do for this child. And he went and got him liquid antibiotics, but a week later, the little guy was out of the hospital and going home, so it's like, okay, God, yeah, that's a miracle. Sometimes we expect it, instantly, when God has another plan. And, I don't know what he did in that week's time. I don't know how many doctors and nurses saw or learned or, what happened, but that's my miracle there.
Okay. Well, we got just 2 minutes left before we end. For those that may be watching and feeling not sure if they should be a missionary in another country, if they should do mission work locally here in America, what would you, but they feel led to do something, what would you say to them?
I would suggest going on a, do what, honey?
I said the youth needs to be reached out by older people, like your age, because there's a lot of youth out there that they've heard about God and everything, but no one ever talks to them. They just let them do whatever. So the youth needs reached out to.
The youth, definitely. Youth in America.
Try a short-term mission trip. And you'll probably know once you go on that whether that's truly your call or not.
Okay. Well, we thank you for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
And we're going to end this segment of JMC Live with Kingdom Builders International. If you want to learn more about Kingdom Builders, visit their website at www.kingdombuildersitnl.webs.com. And of course, for those who are viewing on YouTube, we will post the links and everything right in the sidebar on the description. We hope you've enjoyed this show and enjoyed listening to Kingdom Builders' story. And God bless and have a good day.